I keep having Five Nights at Freddy's nightmares, and I don't know where the fuck they're coming from. I haven't even, like, been consuming a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's content lately, and I've been, like, into Five Nights at Freddy's since I was literally 7 years old, like, since the game came out, okay? I've been watching this shit since I was in, like, 4th grade. And you're telling me now, as a teenager, is when I start getting nightmares? Okay, whatever. So, the other nightmare I had about Five Nights at Freddy's was, like, Five Nights at Freddy's 4, which sucked. But this most recent one was Five Nights at Freddy's 3. I don't know why. At least for the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 one, I had been watching a playthrough, so it's like, uh-oh, that's kind of on me. Five Nights at Freddy's 3, I think literally just for a split second yesterday, I thought of the JT Music Five Nights at Freddy's 3 rap. The, your first night on the job, not sure you want to punch in. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's a good song, and it was heat. But other than that, there was no Five Nights at Freddy's content in my day. I didn't even listen to it. I just thought about it for a second and maybe sang a little verse. I don't think people realize how scary Springtrap actually is, okay? Listen, I was the same way. I watched the Springtrap edits. I'm like, I see Springtrap, I'm a lesbian, but I'm like, kind of sexy, okay? I'm the type of person where I think in my head like, oh, if I was put in a scary situation, I think I'd be humorous about it to cope. In this dream, that did not happen at all, dude. I cannot explain to you the terror you feel when being chased by Springtrap. Oh my god! It was literally terrifying. Okay, basically, in the dream, I was with 2 other people, and in the dream, we were all treating it like it was a video game, but we were walking around in it, like it was VR but worse. So we were still treating it like, oh, you get to 6 a.m., you win, and still treating it like, oh, Springtrap isn't real, but you're telling me that if I die in the game, he's still gonna like rip me apart and I'm gonna be like conscious and feeling it? Question mark? He literally, the death scenes in this quote unquote game, like nothing I've ever had in a dream. Since this was a dream where I was in the game, you could like free roam if you really wanted to. You could walk around, and I was with 2 other people, which should have made it less scary. It did not. And basically, I don't know how to play Five Nights at Freddy's 3 in real life. I can never keep track of Springtrap because the cameras are shit. And I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I would just spam the, hello? Hi. I would just spam that the whole time. And I tried doing that in the dream, and guess what? He popped in my fucking office, but it's not a game. I'm in that moment really there. So I'm like, I'm not gonna just sit here and take it. I'm running. So I'm just running around this building that I don't know where I am. I'm just running, like hitting through corners. He's already killing my friends. And if I die, then, you know, the night ends and we lost because everyone on our, like, security guard team lost. I'm alone running through this building, and he's chasing me, and he finds me eventually because it's treating it like it's a game and there's game overs and stuff, but the game over is him, like, ripping me apart, pretty much. It was just the most grotesque dream I've ever had. And for some reason, he was, like, on his, like, Charles Lee Ray Chucky shit, where he was specifically coming after me in the game because he wanted to, like, possess my body so he could murder more kids, I guess. I don't know, man. Anyways, that's why I decided to draw Springtrap today. I think he's looking kind of decent, but I don't know if I can trust my judgment because it's one of my very first times, like, actually sitting down and drawing him. Like, I've drawn him a few times in my sketchbook, but they were really gestural, and I was mostly just, like, blocking out his shapes to, like, see how his face works. It's crazy that, like, throughout all the years I've been a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, like, this past month is the first time I've actually been like, maybe I should sit down and try and draw them. As a kid, I think I just was always too intimidated because they were animals, and I was like, I don't know how to draw anthropomorphic animals, so I can't do it. Anyway, here's the finished result. I'm kind of happy with him, but I think I've just been looking at it for too long. Yeah!